Hello, today this is Garfield, and we're on YouTube and we're on Facebook at the same time. We're going to talk about the 10 best credit building apps in 2026. This is important because a lot of people wonder, like, if they fix their credit, what are the options for them to rebuild their credit? So these are some options. I'm going to be on for like around 10 to 15 minutes. And if anybody has any questions in the audience, we could take the questions and we move forward. All right. So the 10 best credit building apps in 2026. All right. So let's start off here. If your credit score could use a boost, a credit building app might be the easiest place to start. These apps offer tools like secured credit cards, credit builder loans, rent reporting, and score monitoring right from your phone. In 2026, they are more popular than ever. That's partly because they're easier to access than traditional credit cards, and partly because more people are focused on financial health. All right. So here's the table of contents. What are credit building apps and how do they work? So these are some of the credit apps that we're going to talk about today: Self, Chime, Moneyline, Kovo, Kickoff, and so forth. What are credit building apps and how do they work? A credit building app is a simple, effective way to improve your credit score, especially if you're just getting started or working to rebuild. These apps help by turning small, consistent payments into positive credit activity that gets reported to the three major credit bureaus. You can usually choose a monthly payment plan that fits your budget, often between $10 and $50. Many apps don't require a hard credit check to get started, and some even help you build savings at the same time. Most work by offering a credit builder loan, giving you a secured card to use, or by reporting on time payments that you already make, such as rent, subscriptions, or utilities over time. These actions help build their payment history, which is one of the biggest factors in your credit score. All right. So, anyway, I don't want to do this too long, but a lot of people ask me questions. They say, Garfield, you always talk about people cleaning up their credit. What about how you build your credit after? Because this is important. And one of the important things is knowing how to build it. So, Credit Builder app, one of the most popular ones is Self. Why it's one of the best? Self is one of the best credit building apps. For a reason, it works by letting you repay a small installment loan to yourself. You make fixed monthly payments starting at $25 and Self reports each one to all three major credit bureaus. Once you finish your plan, you unlock your savings minus interest and fees. You can also qualify for a secure credit card through the app, and Self now offers rent reporting too. So this is one of the most popular ones. I think they give you like around $750 to $1,000 to put on your credit. All right. All right. Then you have Chime. Chime builds with a secure credit card, a Chime credit builder. They give you a debit card, and you basically they give you a limit, and you all the payments you make get reported to all three credit bureaus. Then you have Moneyline, which is like a loan, more than one of the best credit. It's a full-fledged mobile bank. Its Credit Builder Plus program gives you access to small installment loan while reporting payments to all three credit bureaus. It also includes credit monitoring, cash advances, and Roar Money banking account. All right. Again, so the third one is Money Lion. The fourth one, and this reports to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, which is good. So your payment history is going to be reported to all three bureaus. Then there's Kovo, building credit with small payments. Helps you build credit by reporting $10 monthly payments to all four major credit bureaus without charging interest or requiring a credit check. Over time, you can unlock access to additional credit building products and identity protection tools, all while building positive payment history. Again, this reports to TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and also to Innovis. All right. Kickoff. I like Kickoff. This is one of my top five that I like. Kickoff gives you different options, and it also allows you to go to I like the $35 a month plan because it reports $3,500, and that helps in building how much credit you have on your credit, the amount. So it gives you, so they said for as little as $5, you can open a $750 trade line with no credit check or interest. Kickoff reports your on-time payments to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion to help you establish a payment history and improve your score. So now, if you look at this, it says trade line starting at 750 up to 3,500. I like the $3,500 plan, although it's $35 a month, but it's definitely beneficial to have a $3,500 card on your credit. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So you have 3,500. Then you have Grow Credit, which is another one. They give you like a virtual MasterCard to basically pay your bills. So the free plan covers up to $17 a month in subscriptions, reports to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. All right, so that's Grow Credit. You have Experian Boost that helps you to attach all your phone bills, utilities, streaming services, and even rent, and have it report on your credit. So Experian Boost does that. That's pretty one you could do on your own. There's no expenses for that. Credit Karma has one also. There's a credit builder app. In traditional sense, it doesn't offer a loan or credit line, but it does help you monitor your score and find credit building products you might qualify for. So that's good. All right. They have Credit Sesame, building credit with a debit card. That's self-explanatory. And then you also have Extra, building credit without a credit check. Now, I'm going to move on to some more that I think is beneficial to everybody. You have a few of them out here. That's pretty good. There's one called, you have Dovely AI. You have, let me see which one I want to talk about. Credit Strong. That's the one I want to talk about. Let's scroll back up because Credit Strong is actually on here, but it's not on their top 10 list. So Credit Strong is actually at the top when you get on this website. See, plan to build your credit, visit Credit Strong. And the reason why Credit Strong is nice, and we're going to stop sharing and we're going to go to the Credit Strong website. And what I'm going to do is, if you look at Credit Strong, you're going to see how beneficial this is. So Credit Strong, they have no minimum credit score required, no hard credit check, no worries. What they have is different building programs for business and for personal. For as low as $28 a month, we report to all 3 credit bureaus, are used by 90% of top lenders. And then you have different programs here. You have an installment, monthly payment, 28 to 48. You have a CX Max, which is 2,500 to 25,000 installment loan added to your credit profile. So what it does is it adds this and you make a payment, build payment history for up to 60 months. Then you have the Magnum, which goes up to 30,000. Longer loan term payments with no prepayment or early cancellation fees. So this is way how you could build your credit. You could add a 30,000 line on your credit, and this is all legal, family. This is called credit builder accounts. That's what it's called. So these are used to build your credit. It reports to all 3 bureaus, and trust me, credit builder is one of the best ones. Another one I'll tell you before I get off the air is credit. It's called GAUSS, GAUSS. Yeah, Dave B, I ain't worried about that, man. I just want to have it on record. All right. So Credit Strong is a beautiful one that people could use also. Also, you could check with credit unions and get what's called an installment credit builder loan for like $2,000. And then you pay monthly for 24 months, and that reports on your credit. So say, for example, you get the GAUSS, GAUSS, which is $1,500. It reports on your credit in like 3 days. TransUnion and Equifax only, not Experian. And then if you get, say, for example, the Credit Strong of 10,000 revolving, then you get the kickoff for 3,500. So that's 3,500 plus 1,500. That's 5,000 plus the Credit Strong. That's 15,000. Plus, if you want, you could get 2 installment loans, $2,000 each. That's almost 19,000 worth of credit. And if you do that for 6 months, you're going to have an 800 score, family. You're going to have an 800 score. So you can't say Golfy never taught you anything about credit in your life. All right. But I just want to say peace and love to everybody. People will catch the replays. I ain't worried about the views. All right. I hope people learn. If you have any questions, let me know. And we could get into it. Hold on. Let me see if anybody on Facebook has any questions because I'm actually broadcasting live on Facebook at the same time. All right. All right. Cool. All right. No questions over here. All right. All right. Peace and love, man. If there's any questions, shout out to Dave Bean. But any questions you could ask me, and I'll respond to them in a timely manner. All right. But in the meantime, we have Strong, Credit Strong. That's another one that I suggest everybody use. Go to your credit union. Your credit union got credit builder accounts for $2,000, and you pay like $15 a month or something like that to that effect. You have people that report rent and report your rent, and that's pretty good. Report utility bills, that's pretty good. That helps a little bit. So the Experian program is pretty good. All right. And there's one last one I want to look at. Dovely. Dovely is very nice. I like Dovely. Let's go to Dovely real quickly. Dovely is one of the favorites right here. Yeah, a secured credit card is good, but I like to help people in the best way possible. I think the Credit Strong is the best as far as revolving 10K or 5K. I think Kickoff is pretty good, and I think Gauss, which is on your phone, you just download it on your Apple phone. Gauss, Gauss. I have Gauss, I have Kickoff, I have Credit Strong, I have all these things on my credit. So I'm not telling you something that I'm not doing. But WAI is pretty cool. They have like the top credit building solutions overview, and they compare themselves. So credit building trade line, yes. Kickoff, they compare them to Kickoff and installment credit builders. Then you have the rent, telecom, utility bill reported included in premium reports up to 24 months of past rent. So that means it's backdated. So if your rent is $2,000 and you get that backdated for 24 months, that's going to make your score jump high in a real quick time period. They have identity theft, average score 60 plus points in 30 days. That's amazing. That's amazing. So I suggest 4 things: the Kickoff, the Gauss, the WAI, and Credit Strong. I think that's more than enough for you. Secure credit cards, depending on the limit, is good for you. If it's a $2,000 or whatever, that's good for you. You have MoneyLion, you have the smaller ones for $750. But these are things that you can use and do to help build your score for the long term, and that's very important. All right, let me see if there's any questions. A good way to keep a high score. A good way to keep a high score is to spend less than 3% of your total credit on your credit card an hour. For the mortgage, no. Unless you're going to tell them that you're renting from your house and say, hey, I'm renting from my house. This is the rent that I pay, and give them the mortgage like you're paying rent. That's the only way that the mortgage works. But pretty much your mortgage is going to report anyway, so that's good enough. Mika said once you reach 850, you can't go higher. Laugh out loud. All right. Since there's no more questions, I just wanted to do a short, quick live, 15-minute live. So if people, they always ask me about, after you fix your credit, what do you do? These are some of the best credit builders and boosters to grow your score. All right. And if you're whatever city you live in, go to your credit union. And they'll do what they need to do as far as credit. Just ask them about a credit builder account and you'll be just fine. All right. Peace and love, family. We out.